Hey friends, happy Thursday, the 20th of June. Nice to be with you. I'm Father Bill Hill, priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I will share with you a reflection on the daily readings. The readings are linked below. Click the link, read the readings prayerfully, and then turn off the screen. Spend some time with God before you move on to other things. I am on vacation this week, exploring some canyon country down in Utah. I share that with you just so that you know that it's good for priests also to rest, right? Hopefully that's a theme you hear me emphasizing every now and then. Work hard and rest hard is one of the ways that I hear God inviting us to take care of ourselves as we are made in the image and the likeness of God. Share with you a daily reading. We have Sirach and Matthew's Gospel. Why are we reading Sirach today? Right, because you know that generally we read a continuous reading of that first reading and of the Gospel. We've just finished up the Elijah cycle from first book of Kings into second book of Kings. And now we have just an interlude today of Elijah, and then we're going to kind of continue on in second book of Kings and some of the stories of Israel. This is what's called a panegyric, a public praise of someone. If Sirach was written around, the middle of the 2nd century before the time of Jesus, this is hundreds and hundreds of years after the time of Elijah. But Ben Sira, who originally wrote in Hebrew, and then it was translated into Greek, and the Hebrew original was lost. We've never encountered this text in Hebrew, so we only have the Greek translation. Ben Sira praises Elijah as one of the greats of Israel's history. No surprise. I think that it's a fairly straightforward, if poetic text. And so I'm going to probably free range you pretty well. Just say, why don't you pray with it a couple times and see what might be useful for you to pray for. For me, the line that struck me was to turn back the hearts of fathers towards their sons and to reestablish the tribes of Judah. The tribes of Jacob. Just to hear their changing hearts, reestablishing values, reminding people of the important stuff. That's what I hear there of Ben Sira praising Elijah. But how about for you? What do you read there, and what do you want to spend some time praying with God for? Speaking of prayer, that's the theme of the gospel today. Yes, so we're on the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew's Gospel. So yesterday we had Jesus giving instructions for giving alms and praying and fasting. In Matthew's text, this Our Father is after that second instruction of prayer. And it kind of breaks things up. And so the lectionary pulls this out and gives it to us then on the next day. I don't know necessarily what to say about the Our Father that might be helpful. I think that there's a ton of commentary on the Our Father. What strikes me is to ask you, what most resonates with you as you pray the Our Father. A lot of times for me, who can be a little bit anxious, a little bit attentive, a little bit controlling, give us this day our daily bread, just for what we need. The other invitation, suggestion, challenge, St. Teresa of Avila, one of the great teachers of prayer in the history of the church, is reported to have been asked by a nun of the Discalced Carmelites, "Sister, would you teach me how to pray?" And she said, "Pray the Our Father and take an hour to do it." At the end of silent retreat, I can probably take an hour to pray the Our Father. I've downshifted and I have entered into that contemplative space. Today, I'd probably be super antsy. But to just take our time to mean the words, to allow them to really penetrate our hearts, to encounter it like it is for the first time again. It can be so familiar, so rote. Yeah, how do you need to pray today? Enough of me. Turn off the screen. Well, read the readings prayerfully, and then turn off the screen. Prayer with God, best thing you can do. Happy Thursday, y'all. Pray for folks having a hard time. God bless.